Hey guys, and welcome back to the HobbyDude 007 channel. Whoa, what a great weekend. Went to the Salisbury Swap Meet, met up with some old friends, met up with a couple of subscribers, some of you guys that I had never met before, and it's always great to be able to put that face with a name. So thank you for coming up and saying hi, and man, I tell you, there was so much there as far as the vendors, the old friends, the new friends. It was just a great time to see everybody. My mom has been down here with us for 3 weeks, taking a little break from her business, and we just had a great time. And when we left Salisbury, we went on up and took her back home. And Mom, we miss you already. We've missed you since we left, but while I was there, I got to visit with my brothers as well. So it was a great trip. And then we stopped on the way back yesterday at Petty's Garage and Petty's Museum again. But that was for something different, but I'll share with you some things I picked up there. But I want to share with you stash ads from the Salisbury Swap Meet, something I'm really excited about, as well as something I picked up at the garage yesterday as well. So let's get into it. First up, guys, I want to do some shout outs on some of the flyers I picked up as we were walking in the door to the swap meet. And right up front, I want to share with you, if you didn't get to go this year, mark your calendar for next year. This is a big swap meet. It is a lot of fun. So next year's date is February the 15th, 2025, same location, the Salisbury Civic Center. And if you want to be a vendor, get a hold of Alan at this number. You can pause there if you need to. And plan on having the fun now, but this was a great show. Next up, I want to give a shout out to Tim Coker. Tim has a place in the Antiques at East Ridge, or East Ridge Mall, and he is open Sunday 1 to 6, Monday through Thursday 11 to 7, and Friday and Saturday 11 to 8. If you're a model guy of any kind, you need to go by and check him out. Gastonia is just south, a little bit southwest of Charlotte. So if you're in the area sometime, passing through, whatever, it's worth the stop. There's your address. Put that in your GPS, take you right to him. And look to have some fun, find some great deals there. Next up, one of the flyers was for March 9th, 3 weeks away, guys. This MDA show is in conjunction with a real car show. Absolutely fantastic show. I went for the first time last year and plan on being there this year. I know Matthew with Model Car Videos, he and I went up last year. He's going to be there this year, and he's going to be vending as well. And we look to have a really good time. Dennis, the guys put on a great show. So we really look forward to this one too. March the 9th. It's not too late. Go ahead and get your plans set. And then this will be the first time I've gone to this one. This is BeachCon 2024 in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on March 23rd. I've got a lot going on this time of year, and I'm not 100% sure, but right now this is on the calendar for us to go to. I need a Saltaire fix, so I really plan right now to hit this one too. I've heard it's a really great group of guys, and I look forward to getting down there. Then in May the 18th, the South Carolina Modeler Association does their Upstate Model Contest, and this is their biggest one of the year. And this was a class show last year. Well, it always is. And if you remember the show coverage from the Hope It Don't Snow show, same group of guys. There's a statewide club with different chapters that host different shows throughout the year. And this one, you've got the 2024 Stock Car Challenge, and then the Big Drag Challenge, the 6th Annual Box Stock Shootout. So great stuff there. First, second, third place awards. There's your location if you want to put that down for your GPS. The Simpsonville Activity Center and your street address there. And great stuff, lots of categories, some nice awards. So plan on making that one too, May the 18th. And this one I did not know about, but this one I picked up as well. This is the Virginia Shootout on August the 10th at the Salem Civic Center in Salem, Virginia, which is just out not far from Roanoke. So another one, and there's your categories on the back of that. I'm sure you can go to IPMS's website and probably print off one of these, and or you can go to rvipms.com and get your clarification on your rules and all that kind of stuff, and probably print you off a flyer from that. Okay, that's our shout outs. So let's get to the goodies. Before I even got in the building, Randy, my buddy, pulled up beside me in the parking lot as I'm walking toward the building. He pulled up beside me and said, "Hey, I got something for you." And with my collection of petty stuff, I got this 1988 from him, petty commemorative Coca-Cola can. And is that not cool? That will go in a place of honor with my other drink stuff. And he gave me a little baggie that had these in them. They're a little play worn, but that's all right. Now this one, I was telling him, now this one I actually had. But these two I did not have. I think that's the John Andretti or Bobby Hamilton. Oh, Bobby Hamilton, I think, with that one. And this one, the Ferguson, I had not seen before either. So, hey, Randy, thank you, brother. Appreciate you very, very much. So, new goodies for the collection. When I got in, first thing I did was head straight over to Wes to visit with Wes a few minutes. And when I did, I had to pick me up a new coaster, which my drink was sitting on over here. So, and I'm going to put that back on it here in just a second. But he had these along with all of his other goodies, so I went and wiped him out. In fact, I had somebody walk up to me later in the day and said, "I went by Wes's to pick up distributors, and they told me you bought them all." Well, I didn't get them all, but I got my share. I usually try to get there early because these things go fast. If you're not familiar with the Concours model accessories, these things, pre-wired distributors, why reinvent the wheels? Now, I don't mind wiring my own up because I've done my share of them before too. Check that out though. You got the boots. Now this one is the Mopar, the tan distributor cap. You got all of the boots on there, and then the boots down here for the plugs, and I don't know if you can see them, guys. Anyway, this one was with the yellow wires. And I picked up the red, more MSD type with the blue wires, and also picked up a couple more magnetos. I probably can stop buying these now. So, but these are the MSD magnetos. And you know what? I got one open on the bench here somewhere. This one is the black with the yellow wires, and then the red with the red. There's one. Let me get this thing over here. Yeah, there we go. But the magneto, and as you can see down here on the shaft itself, you know what? Let me move the camera here. Maybe you can see this a little better under a little better light. You see the decal on the shaft of the magneto, and then the MSD. And Wes's Model Car Corner carries these. You can order them direct, but you know, love Wes to death. So show him some love. Is that not just cool though? So I picked up a couple more of the magnetos as well as those distributors, and let's see while I got it in the light a little bit better there. Yeah, that's better. You can see those. Cool, huh? So, scoop those up, and after I visited with Wes, I went back around and just joked with everybody and picked on everybody, and of course I got picked on as, hey, I received as much as I gave. So, went by, saw my buddy Rob Meadows. Robbie gave me a couple things for the Beetle to go in the back windows. Check that out, or the quarter windows. Love it. Robbie, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Next up, I want to share with you something that I am really, really excited about. You know what? Before I do that, let me show you this. I went back toward the end of the day and saw something that Wes had that I did not remember seeing earlier, and that's the 007 Goldfinger Aston Martin, the DB5. This thing, as soon as I saw it, I thought, you know what? I've got that Little Nelly, and I got to have this. I got to have this. So I scooped this up too, and this is the, I believe this is the, well, it's not really a snap type, but it's, well, easy click system, which I've never done one of these, so we're going to see. But for something for a shelf model to sit with a Little Nelly, I thought that would be pretty cool. And it's got the rods that come out of the tires, the rotating license plates, the bulletproof shield that comes up, the ejector seat panel, and the red button, if you can see that, and the shifter for the ejector seat. You must be joking. But anyway, thought that was cool too. But this next thing is something that as I said, I'm really excited about. I've shared with you in the past information about Hurd Hobbies modifieds. Now these were out before Wes started putting his out, and he and Wes are good buddies, and Glenn also makes aftermarket stuff that hop-ups or parts for the modifieds that Wes carries. And by the way, if you want to get with Glenn, it's Hurd Hobbies at www.hurdhobbies.com. And as I've shared with you in the past, this stuff is absolutely awesome. I'm going to show you a couple of pieces here that just blew me away. First up, let me show you the window net. This new window net you can get as a separate piece. You can get all this stuff separate. Is not only to scale and the fabric look to it, it is just unreal. And it locks in just like you see the little place where you know how they'll put the rod in the back, and then this kind of snaps in. Well, you see the connectors. I guess you can see them. Yeah, there you go. Where they lock right in, so you can have that up or down. And the scale thickness and the woven look, this is just spot on, guys. And I know it's not exactly focused, but anyway, great stuff. And on the right side of the windshield, you know how they have that screen or that mesh there? Well, check this out. This is a replacement for, well, not necessarily a replacement, if you want to, for Wes's modifieds. But this is more in scale as far as the thickness and the pattern goes. It just has a more scale look. And these are all 3D printed too, guys. Next, the new engine is awesome. Now, check this out. You can see everything. And if you look close enough, you see the water jackets around the piston, well, if I can get it here, where your pistons go. If you look closely around the edges, you can see all the way through the water jackets. This is just awesome. And you have a crank and a camshaft, totally separate. So, but look at the engraving in this thing. This is some seriously good stuff. And he's talking, and I'm sitting here with this piston in my hand. And check it out. I don't know if I can turn it the right way. Boom. Is that not just cool? So if you want to do a diorama or maybe just have a head off, something like that, this makes it just super duper easy. And so I can pop that back out. But yeah, check it out. And I know this is going in the wrong way, but it's just a nice fit. It's not too loose. It's not just falling through there. I mean, it's gauged just to the right size. Just really, really cool stuff. Check out this shock. Now, if you want to replace these on one of the modifieds, Glenn's got them. And again, I think the lighting is not that great. There we go. And these are multi-piece shocks too, with the springs all 3D printed. Glenn is quite the engineer, and he actually works for one of the modified teams, so he has access to all the right information too. But is that not cool? Now, next up is something I'm jazzed about, and that is I'm going to be doing a kit review on one of Glenn's. This is the newest. I'm not even sure it's on the website yet. Newest modifieds. In fact, we're going to open it here for the first time here. But we're going to be doing a kit review on this all the way through, and that will be coming up pretty soon. I've got a couple things I've got to get finished that I'm working on. For example, the small scale build, and I've got some other things I want to get working on. But we're going to do this in a couple of stages too. And I'd love if he's packaged this one the way he does. Yes, he has. This is awesome. And because of the type of chassis this car is, the set of decals he gave me for it, and it turns out one of my favorite paint schemes anyway is going to be, check that out, a high gloss black and that red. Oh, so I really look forward to this puppy. But the way he packages these things are individual parts. So everything is printed in some of the different color resins. And the Nerf bars in a separate. Now, check out this nose. Y'all see that? Is that not just cool? I guess you can see through it. Yeah, there you go. And again, a lot of this stuff you can just order right there. And there is your hood, different components. So if by chance you just want to upgrade something, all you do is get this number, and you can go over to the website and get it. But get this number off of the part, and then just go ahead and place your order. If you wanted, just for example, this is most of the engine. Now this one is not the newest one. You see the crank and everything is already in it. And the heads have, by the way, the distributors, the magneto type distributors, as well as you can see the heads here. You see the holes, the ports for the exhaust, for the headers, as well as you see the boots, the angled boots for the spark plugs. And guys, these things are pre-drilled, so they are ready to go. And then there's your headers. I think the carburetor was in fuel system. Yeah, fuel system pack has the fuel cell, carburetor, and you see some of the clear fuel lines that come in there. Guys, this stuff is, it really is off the chain. There is your tires, wheels, rear end. You see the individual springs for the shocks, like the shock I showed you there a while ago. And then there's a look of the rear suspension, driveline, transmission, cooling system. There's your parts for your sheet metal for the rear panels. We'll show that last. There's your front suspension. Check out those shocks. A-arms, everything right there. Brakes. And look at the detail on these brakes, guys. Body panels, or the main sheet metal panels. And by the way, these sheet metal panels, where the Nerf bars hook in down here, if you look at the back, you've got the retainer. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see the little retainers, clips that hold those Nerf bars in place. The steering box, there's the whole steering system, steering shaft, steering wheel, all of that stuff all the way down. The oil system, electrical system, check that out, including the clear panel like you see on them now. Air cleaner, sheet metal C-posts. Check out that seat. The interior. And guys, the coup de grace. Check out that chassis. I am eagerly looking forward to doing a review on this. I'll give you an honest review. Remember when I showed you that safety net, how it snaps in right there? I think you can see the hole there where that pops in. And there's a little hole right back there where that slides in. Just like the real thing, man. This is just, from the very first time I met Glenn 2 years ago, actually almost 3 years ago, at this show, I was blown away by what he had then, and he was just getting started. And since then, this stuff has just gotten better and better and better. So, Glenn, thank you, buddy, very much. I look forward to doing a review on it. And guys, I'll be honest about it if I run into a little difficulty here, but just from hand fitting stuff when I'm standing at his tables, the wheels to the wheel nuts and the hubs, and everything just always fits. I mean, it's well engineered, so I'm gonna look forward to going on. And I love the way this is packaged individually. But it's really a super high quality. And like I said, working for a team, Glenn has access to the files and all that stuff. And I don't know what kind of printer he uses, but it's obviously of a high quality. So we're going to get into this. I'd show you the instructions, but they are actually online instructions. You go over to the website, and or after purchase, he will send you the files for I think he said there was a video instruction, and then, of course, the printed instruction type thing, too. And I could be wrong about that, but I just wanted to share that with you real quick. But I am eager to get on this, and I think it'll benefit all of us. But you know what? I'm thinking about some of these components, not just for the modified, but I think these are going to be some great stuff for other types of race cars. In fact, I've looked at one or two little things. And by the way, he does accessories. For example, this, tire carriers, the jack stands, all kinds of other little neat accessories for this thing. So, and now I lost track of what I was getting ready to say. But anyway, we're going to have some fun with this too. So, got plenty I've got to get done, but this is another one I am eager to get on and have fun with. Okay, next up, I ran into my buddy Gary Foster, and Gary handed me this. Said, "Man, I've been trying to get up with you and get this to you for about a year and a half, 2 years now, and we never could catch up." But check this out, guys. This bag is awesome. Ricky Couch had given me some of these years ago that he probably got from Gary, actually. These are some old surgical stainless steel rods in a variety of sizes as diameters and all go. I use this one, for example, and I've cut these down into smaller pieces and use them as carburetor venturis. And one trying to escape there. If you can see just how tiny these things are, but there's a lot of different sizes. The larger ones make great exhaust tips. Yeah, there we go. But there's about 5 different sizes in here. Just awesome stuff. Also gave me some, And I have not seen this stuff in a long time. I had used this in years past, but just have not seen this in a while. This aluminum, and it's kind of thick. It's thicker than bare metal foil, but it's a polished aluminum look. And it's, of course, if I had any nails, you could probably see me peel the back of that off. But it is really some good stuff. There we go. Some really good stuff. I don't want to get that too far off there, but you can use that for just covering a few little panels in that matte aluminum. Great stuff. And also something that I have picked up here recently on, I think it was Amazon. I found some 150 mesh. But man, you never have enough of this, because you can make your radiators, you can make all kinds of stuff with this. And Gary, again, brother, thank you very, very much. I don't know if I can get it out of the pack. There we go. With some great ultra fine, I think this is 150. But when you're doing grills, radiators, cooling system stuff, and you need that thin mesh wire to keep it in scale, this is the stuff. This is perfect. Gary, again, buddy, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Amazing all the goodies that we can use when we get into this. And at Petty's yesterday, I wanted to pick up something I didn't have. I was privileged to have a conversation with Mark Petty of Petty Brothers. We visited for a while there in the parking lot and inside both. I had delivered something to him from my buddy Rob Meadows, and I'm going to let them kind of announce that on their channel. So I don't want to spoil anything, but I was just the delivery dude. But while I was there, I did get a great time to visit with Mark and just have a good time. And while I was there, he had on a hat, and I went, I got to have one of those. So I scooped me up one of the Petty's Garage. And by the way, the next video you see will be Petty's Garage, and I'll explain that as we get into it. And check that out. The bill is autographed by the King. But cool hat. Petty's Garage. And while I was there, I also picked up, at first I thought it was a full neck lanyard, the 75th anniversary of Petty's, but it's just a key lanyard, and that's fine, because trust me, I need it. But these were brand new in there, and they've stocked up on the shirts. You can go to the Petty Museum or Petty's Garage website and go through things. Grab you one of these awesome t-shirts. There's just all kinds of great stuff honoring that 75th anniversary. And speaking of which, went ahead and scooped up another Petty's Garage patch. And I think I've got plenty of decals, but I got another patch. And the old school from the 1960s and 70s and into the early 80s, the Petty Enterprise patch, uniform patch. And I don't know if these are on the website, but you can ask for them and they'll get them. I think they're $5 a piece. But Lucasy wanted another one, so I scooped him up one, and I figured if I got to get him one, I got to get me another one. I think in the drawer to my desk here, I may have two already, but kind of cool, huh? So one of these will be going to Luca. And let's see, was there anything else? I think, oh yeah, there was. When I was leaving my mom's, she had something over in her office that belonged to my niece, and her boys are way too young for this. And so she said, would you do anything with that? I mean, when's the last time you saw this? The classic battleship. And I'm talking, this is still sealed in the plastic, guys. The classic naval combat game. I haven't played Battleship in eons, and Amanda said she hadn't either, so I think we're going to have some fun playing Battleship. But I want to share that with you too. I love these old games. You know, a lot of the board games, the older stuff is far better than the new stuff is anyway. I know a lot of people. Well, now are there board games now that they're video games? Well, anyway, guys, that's it. Appreciate you tagging along on this. I've had a blast with it all the way through. I hope you have a great week. And like I said, this next video is about Petty's Garage. So be sure you check it out. It's really interesting stuff and a lot of fun stuff. And let me tell you, I found some awesome inspiration for some builds, specifically this upcoming Atlanta build. All right, guys. God bless. Love you. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.